Hey, what's good, everybody? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Mic check. I need a mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Not sure you use SOFI app trade. All right. Cool. Sound is good. Hey, welcome everybody. We had an amazing week, right? And we're gonna talk about it. So we're loaded up right now. I'm gonna let people kind of trickle in. This won't be a long stream, but we will get into the plays that I called pretty much all week, from the start of the week leading into today. So everything pretty much played out to a T. I know it was a roller coaster and people were worried, getting scared out of plays, getting stopped out early, and we're gonna talk about all of that. All right, so just bear with me. Like I said, we're gonna let some people roll in here, and we're gonna get into it. I have to send all of this to my computer while we wait. This is all today. All right, we're gonna just do with these for now. Okay. Studio mode. Let's do that. All right, welcome everybody. Like I said, I am just letting people trickle in, and then we're gonna get into it. Okay. And if y'all have questions about anything that I did this week, it is fine. I'm going to answer them to the best of my abilities, and just put y'all on game the best I can. All right. I see the questions coming in, so just bear with me, okay? Almost there. I'm setting something up right now on to show y'all the screenshots. All right, there's no easy way to do this, so we're gonna do it this way. Bam. And hopefully it can be seen easy by everybody. Okay, all right. Man, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. All right. Less than 2 minutes. Get on it. All right, so let's start answering some questions. All right, so someone asked me what platform I'm using to trade. With my swing trades, I'm primarily using SoFi. All right, let's go into it. So just so y'all know, those are rolling in. We will get to charts. We're just talking right now. I'm looking into the chat. I'm answering questions, and all that good jazz. But we're gonna switch to the charts soon enough. Okay, so just bear with me. Let me know in the chat if you came up on any of the plays I called out, whether it's SMCI, Roku, Coin, Spy, any of those. Sounds good. Okay, that is a horrible way to learn that. Okay, mic check. Somebody wrote mic check. I want to make sure my mic is good. Never use SOFI app. How good is it? All right, I'll go into the SOFI app a little bit, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Okay, SMCI is down. Okay, SMCI is back down. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Okay, same question I asked in Discord. What makes you choose contracts that you choose? Okay, so I did answer your question in the Discord, but I can kind of elaborate on it with the charts. Okay, and hey, if y'all see a name in green, hey, shout out to the members. Shout out to those that joined the membership, is in the Discord, all that good stuff. Okay. When I decided to leave the option, when it all processed, it came negative. Cheated. Okay. Options are crazy. Too scared to play that game. I know several people lose consistently and then have big plays, gains that washes away profits. Yeah, it happens all the time. It happened to me for 4 years. All right. So we're gonna get into it. So first off, I'm about to show y'all. Where's my button? Here it is. Right there. That's all the gains from this week. Actually, I'm missing some SPY gains on here because we ran the SPY up too. And we're going to talk about pretty much the contracts, what I've seen, our entries, our targets. We're going to talk about the contracts, selections or whatever. Oh my God, hold up. This is all in my grill. I got this camera that likes to zoom in on my nose. I don't know why. It just likes my face. So, hold on. So, I see people are like worried about like gambling and stuff like that with options. Absolutely. If you don't know what you're doing, it is gambling, 100%. And if you go into it with without the mindset of trying to make money, then yeah, it's a casino. It's a lot of pretty lights, a lot of buttons to press. And if you're using real money instead of just playing the game with trial accounts or whatever, or demo accounts, then yeah, you're losing your money. You're gonna be one of those people that's right outside the edge of Las Vegas, living on the street. If you've been to Vegas and you ventured outside of like the strip area, you see it. Everybody that went into Vegas, that lost their money, that put the mortgage on a play, that market chewed them up, spit them out. It's a sad sight if you haven't seen it before. All right, so those are the plays. Okay, now I'm going to let me group these. Can I group them? Hold up. There it is. Group on. All right. Get rid of them. So we're going to dive into it. Before I get into the charts, was there any questions? Leave a 1 in the chat if you played any of those plays. And let me know what you're going to be watching out for next week. That's exactly it. Only play what you're willing to lose. I am one of the most conservative traders I know. I do not bet a lot. I'm not buying 50 contracts. I'm not buying, I'm not spending 2 stacks on a play necessarily. I've done it before, but that has to be a special play. I did it on SOFI. We ran, I spent $5,000 on the SOFI options, and then we ran that up like, man, what was it? 11 grand, something like that. It was a big move. And I did it again on SoFi when we did it with $2,000 and we ran that up. And then I just did it with Netflix and we ran Netflix up from $600 to what? I forgot what it was. It was a pretty big deal though. We ran Netflix up off that earnings play like it was crazy. I gotta look it up. I already forgot like the digits. Man, was that wasn't 10 stacks. I gotta look at it. Anyway, you should watch me trade. I'm very consistent with my gains. Everything has risks, whether options or long term. Just imagine if someone had SMCI before the short. Well, We had SMCI. What's up? What's up, Marcelo? Um, oh, for sure. I'm always okay. We're gonna get into it. All right. I'm going right to the charts, and I think I want to go full screen here. All right. Let me turn this off. My camera won't pop up. Let's go here. I'm gonna go here for now. All right, can y'all see that okay? I try my best to make sure that the chart had had big text or whatever so you can see it better. And then I can go ahead and expand this a little bit more. All right, but y'all just keep in mind, this is supposed to be straight chill. This isn't supposed to be a deep dive or anything like that. This is to celebrate the week. Let's enjoy our gains, right? All that good stuff. We'll chop it up in the comments. Let's talk about the successes, the failures, all that good stuff. But typically, all the deep dives and the super analytical stuff is reserved for members. I'm only doing this live because it was a great week, and I just wanted to include everybody. So let's go. So to answer one question regarding SoFi and stock options, as far as their platform, it is very restrictive. You do not have a lot of options on the SoFi platform. There's no ability to place a stop loss. You're either in or you're out. You can only do single contracts. You cannot write calls or write puts. So you're very restricted on SoFi with what you can do. It's very black and white. You buy a call, runs up, you get out. You buy a put, it runs up, you get out. That's the only thing that you can really do with SoFi right now. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Now, why I use SoFi for investing is because, or I'm sorry, for options trades, because it keeps it simple. You ever heard of KISS, keep it simple, stupid? I learned over my 4 years of like failing or just taking L's in the market that I had an issue with I guess getting stopped out too early, like creating arbitrary stop losses, whether it's a 10%, 15%, 30%, whatever it is. So I was getting smoked day trading, doing that because my entries were bad, and then I would have the stop loss that would kick me out, only for the stock to run up in the direction that I predicted it was going to go. So with SoFi, because of that situation, I removed myself from the day trading aspect. Now I can still day trade, and I do day trade, but I do more of the swing trading for that very reason, right? Because I left Webull because SoFi didn't have those options to place stop losses and stuff like that. It's either you're in or you're out. So my decisions of entering plays had to be very, very selective. I had to be on my stuff. Otherwise, I just get smoked. So I did that as a disciplinary move for me. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it helps. But my mindset changed from setting a percentage for stop loss to playing the trend that I'm in, right? So as long as my play is valid, then I'm in the play. But the moment my play becomes invalidated, or I notice or identify price action as a potential reversal or whatever, then I exit the play, right? But I am paying attention to the chart. I'm not paying attention to a percentage based on my losses. So that's how I trade, but it requires knowledge of how price action works, how the stock market moves or a chart moves. And if that's something that anybody's interested in, I highly encourage looking at stocks that you're familiar with how they move, because that will help you like know when to get out, right? But that's just what I do, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. But I think that's how you're supposed to trade. But I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. I know KG, he sets a stop loss on everything, and it makes total sense. And he's successful, and that works for him. I was getting smoked. Didn't work for me, right? So, but we all learn different. We all trade different. We all think different. And you got to find the system or the strategy that works for you. And this works for me um, on the options try. What's up, Kylie? All right, let me catch up with the questions, and then we're going to get into the plays that I showed you guys. All right. Hey, Real, I made 4 plays this week, lost 3 of 4. Crazy thing, I was up on 4 of 4, all solid entries, but the other 3 didn't take profits, expecting them to keep running. Hey, Marcelo, that happens. But I think the question you need to ask yourself is, why'd you hold on to those stocks that were in profit, right? I understand you said you were thinking it was going to keep running, but what in the charts told you that it was going to continue in your direction that you originally set it out to go, right? You need to define that. You need to detail that instance with the losses of those 3 plays, okay? Now, for me, that has happened. But typically, when that happens to me, it's because I'm too early, right? I predicted something to happen a certain way, but my contracts, I didn't give myself enough time, and it moves later, right? So that has to do something with contract selection, but also you have to identify your price action, okay? Maybe price action to you said that you were going to continue in that move, but it was just retracing. But because you didn't have a lot of time in your contract, you got smoked. And that happens, right? So when that's the case, you have to be just you just got to be comfortable and happy with what you got. Because let's say you bought a contract 2 days ago. This just happened. And then now we're today, and so that contract, it expires today, 0 DTE. When that price moves in your direction, like, you need to like cut it with the moment it looks like it's about to return or like reverse. So the first price action candle that you see that's going to indicate like a retracement, you can't afford to hold through a retracement on 0 DTE contracts. You can't hold through that, because theta is going to eat you up. The market makers is going to change the price as far as the value of that contract, and your what was an 100% gain, by the time the retrace comes back to the level where you were 100%, that gain is now 60%. Why? Because 15 minutes passed and it's less valuable now than it was 15 minutes prior. So you got to be very, very greedy. Not greedy. You have to be very like disciplined to just cut when you're in a 0 DTE contract. Sorry, I got the chills, so my mouth, I got the shivers, and so like my body's tense as I'm talking, so it's odd. I don't have a channel. Hola, holla at me on the Discord username, Lord of the Swings. Yep. I appreciate the question too. Like, Alton, it sounds like you know what you're doing, like based on what I was reading in the comments. Like, you're comfortable with your trading, but yet you still ask questions and you're still learning. That's what it's all about. So when you're humbled enough to still take something from somebody, I mean, that's signs of a good trader. Like, I don't think we ever make it. There's always room for improvement. I don't do anything perfect. I'm always learning. I'm always growing, right? My way may not be the best way for you, but but you might be able to take something from this. Even if you can take like 2 minutes of this 30 to 40 minutes I'm going to run on this, hey, hopefully you can use that in your toolbox. All right. So Marcelo is getting smoked in stop loss. Yep. I'm liking your approach. Okay. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. Now, I need 1 minute because I got to pull something up. I do want to let y'all know that I go over a lot of the details as it relates to my trades to the members of the YouTube channel. Okay. And hold on. So I'm going to send a link, an invite link, in case anybody's interested. Okay. So on Sundays, so let me break this down. This, I guess, is like a shameless plug. On the beginning of the month, right, I host a live stream with the anglers, to which I lay out all of the entries and all of the exits, all the take profit targets, right, for the SPY for the entire month, right? And then what I do is every week on Sundays, we go over the charts and the plays. So we refine our chart analysis if need be. And then we'll identify whether or not we got into a play or not. And I think that's been rolling pretty successfully. I'll show you what that looks like as far as like a chart being set up for the month. And then if that's something that you're interested in, then join Anglers. But the Orcas, we go over that, the weeklies, and then with the other members, we do kind of what we're gonna do right now, which is like a post-trade analysis, to which we go over the charts of the plays that we ran during the week, right? So yeah, that is that. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna pin this at the top of the comments, and if you're interested, by all means, I will let you know that my home is KGU, right? That is where I reside. But on the other side, we have a different set group of traders that are interested in, I guess, what I'm doing. So we do our thing. So I bounce between it. Okay. All right. I have a stupid question. Do you ever hold a contract to expiration, or the whole point of it is to profit before completion of the? That is not a stupid question. Yes, I do hold it to expiration, but I don't let it expire. Does that make sense? So yeah, I can hold a contract to the day it becomes a 0 DTE. I can do that, and I don't do that often. But if I do, it's because I probably got into a play on a Wednesday or Thursday, and then I see the price action and I see how everything is moving, and I know I need this time. And based on my analysis, there's a strong chance that I'll have intrinsic value or close to by the last day of the week. So that would be one of those exceptions or things that we do in order to as a reason to hold that long. Hopefully that makes sense. Hey, Kalia, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you joining. The channel supporters, just so you guys know, that level is exactly what it sounds like. It's for people that want to kind of support the content or whatever. And, you know, that's about it. There's not a lot of content that I provide to that group, but I do include them on some member-only live streams for sure. But if you're interested in more, check out the tier group and then choose what works best for you. Okay, so I was mostly playing off news, catalyst, momentum, SMCI. Okay, fast. Thank you. First candle. Okay, love it. All right, so we're gonna get into the charts. All right, let me pull up my charts here and we're gonna talk about it. So the first one we're gonna talk about is SMCI. Now, why? Somebody said that only if we were in on SMCI at the top. Well, me and several people that are members of this YouTube channel, we were. And a few people from KGU, we were in. And why were we in? Because we laid this out I want to say it was either last week, it was either Sunday or last week. I can't remember. But as you can see on my screen, everybody feel free to take a screenshot if you so choose. But I went over this with my with our members. Okay, so we had this at first going into earnings, right? And we played it down and up before earnings actually hit, which earnings is right here. So I mean, if I were to move this over, this is earnings. Okay, so we played it up, we played it down, and we played it back up. All right, well, we called what was likely to happen for earnings before it happened, and it pretty much moved in that direction. This candle right here happened, I think it was like in the pre-market hours, and it ran to 31. I felt like it should have stayed there based on me listening to earnings, but it didn't. Instead, it popped and it continued. So, but we identified our take profit targets towards the downside, right? Right? And then we also identified if we broke this level of supply, right, the supply zone, then we're likely headed to our max take profit target or wall of 69.25 up here. So notice I have another supply zone, right? So pretty much I said this is where you enter, as you can see right here, right? That was our entry, and we rode this wave up to our take profit one, right? Some people got out, some people held, some people just took profits and re-entered the play, right? So now we've been watching this up. We've been eyeing these levels up for a minute, because I know that sellers are here in this zone. And sure enough, the moment we got to it, we get all of these spikes and wicks. We're losing value, and the sellers ain't having it, right? The buyers are trying to knock through, but they are failing. And as of today, we've seen what just happened. So we got in, we were buying puts into the supply zone, and puts were on deck for as long as we stayed below 63.23. Okay, that was the plan. Now, that was early entry. I called at this level, right, at 59.19 that we need to, or 59.23, one of the, hold on. Yeah, 59.41. So we needed to break this level and confirm below in order for us to be comfortable with shorts on SMCI, right? Some people got in early, like me. I got in early right around here. And then some people scalped this, right? And got in there. I'm going to zoom in. We're going to take a quick peek and see what happened. All right, let me look at the charts. Hey, what up, Alex? Callie, what's up? While the babies let me, hey, get it in while you can. Profits on the way up and down. Yep, all day. Callie, you were there all the way. Love to see it. So let me get rid of these markers so y'all can see what's going on. All right. So essentially, right, we ran into this zone. This zone right here is a low volume node on a larger time frame. Okay. So when you have a low volume node, like, you know, above the price action, then that would act as a level of resistance. So we failed to break that. And then the moment we seen this big candle, so, well, it's time for some shorts, right? This was a good indicator that we were going to potentially reverse. So then we were chopped up all day, right? But at the same time, like when you see something like this, right? And you know you're in a supply zone, then you kind of hold through. This leg right here was my indicator that buyers are exhausted. Now this is after hours, but nonetheless, buyers were exhausted. We knew that with the wicking. And the moment that this cracked, we knew it was pretty much a wrap. So now, as we fall down, we have our take profit target of 54.10. The SMCI play that I posted was supposed to be an over weekend hold, but I wasn't having it. I'm up 233% in my portfolio this week, and I did not want to risk anything because it was getting a little dicey as I was waiting patiently for all this to transpire. So 54.10 is a take profit. If we break below that, I'm just letting y'all know right now, and we're likely to head back to our entry of 48.87. All right, so there's a play in case that it comes through come Monday if it was able to play out, right? 27 people joining. Please, it's probably more than that, but please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're interested in joining and becoming a member to get more in-depth analysis on this stuff, then highly encourage you to join. But you do you, and I'll do my best to provide value to the subscribers as well as the members. All right, so moving on from SMCI, put a 1 in the chat if you make money on SMCI this week. I want to show you. For those that just tuned in, boom. That's pretty much the core of the week minus the SPY entries that I took. Didn't have any, I did make money on the SPY, but I did not post them here. Okay. So, getting back to the charts here. All right. I'm going full screen. Oh, yeah. Hold on one second. This don't like my camera. Boom. We're going to do that. Bigger screen. Hey, Ryan, welcome to the Minnows. Hey, appreciate you joining. You're welcome. Those that are joining right now, we have a Discord. Yeah. I will send the Discord link right now. The Discord is part of is free to YouTube members. So, but you have to be a minnow or above in order to be in the Discord. Okay. But I will send a link to that for all of you that just joined. Just give me one moment. You will need to link your, what do you call it? Invite people. You will have to link your YouTube to Discord through your settings and then connection, and then that'll be it. That'll help you verify. Okay? All right, moving on. If you're a channel supporter, you can still like load into the Discord. You just won't have access to many of the channels. What's up, Shelly? Hey, we've been cooking. We've been cooking, Queen. You know we have. All right. So that was SMCI. Now we're going to move over to Coin. Coin was a banger, right? Man, look at that. That was a banger. I could have held on and had way more, but we didn't. It's all good. It's all good. So we're going to talk about Coin. All right. So we're going to zoom out. Let's reset. Why did we talk about Coin? Well, we talked about Coin because we had earnings coming up. Right? Hold on. I'm trying to reset my charts here. We had earnings coming up. And I said, this white line that you see, I want to say that I drew this before it happened. Right? Because we had closed here, and then I made it, actually it was probably before this, but I made a video as far as what I think is going to happen with the price action. So my theory is that when earnings is coming up, whatever happened before the earnings time, right? The opposite is going to happen post earnings. So if a stock falls prior to earnings, then likely it's going to run up once the earnings drop. That is like a very blanket way of looking at stuff, but it's right about 88% of the time, it seems, for when I make the plays. But only I I do that with stocks that, you know, I'm kind of familiar with and comfortable with, you know, playing, or I have some sense of what they typically do from a on an earnings base um, level or whatever. All right. Hey, all love, all love. I'm glad you were able to eat and you picked up on that. So if you're in KGU, you can right click on any of the Crown members and then you can turn on your alert settings, so, or notifications for those particular drops. So anytime like I post there, if you want to get triggered or alerted, then boom, there you go. A lot of the discords by default um, will only alert you if you are tagged directly, right? Unless you turn that feature off. So even if you tag everyone, yeah, it doesn't necessarily alert you on your phone. But anyway, this happened. And if I'm not mistaken, we ran this up instead of waiting for the play to happen. At 270, right? At 270.34, we ran this up. We probably ran it down as well. I can't remember, but I think we did. I have to look at those options contracts. Ran it up, ran it down, ran it up, got up, right? Actually, I think we got in here and we got into a put option, right? So of course you see this. We were getting smoked, right? At the opening bell. But I did say that likely is going to be a false move. And we played it super safe, but I did put out warnings that, hey, this could actually go on a rocket. So I'm only playing one contract. This is a YOLO play, right? Anytime you play earnings, it's moon or zero, right? This could completely wipe out your port. But sure enough, we had this wick happen and then we made money. We were up like almost 300% off the play. So that happened, and then now we roll the wave down, all the way down. Okay, I want to zoom in to recent events on coin. So with coin, we had this supply zone that once we fell below supply, right, we knew that we were going to hop into shorts the moment that we confirmed or start to wick out of it with an increase in selling pressure. So we did catch this move, right? Okay. So we caught this move. Some people held on. This was our take profit target of 251.67. But anyway, this right here was a news announcement that the lawsuit was dropped for coin, right? So everybody got excited, but I wasn't worried about it. I was a little worried, but you know, news is news. But anyway, all of that got eaten, taken back. So you had an opportunity to hop in, and I did call out shorts on coin. Okay, you had an opportunity to hop in off of this bar, right? When I seen this huge increase in selling pressure, and then we fell back into a supply zone. Okay, right? Your entry was pretty much this doji candle, right? There was an early entry for it, and that's when we got in. That's when we got in. And then we rode this wave all the way down. And I'm pretty sure I got out probably around 245 to 243. And it continued to drop. And if you were playing Zero DTEs, like, who was that? My boy in the Discord. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. But he was sniping, getting 100, 200% gains on Zero DTE contracts by playing the levels that I posted on coin. So if you ate off a coin, put a 1 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Coin was a printer. Dim dead. Hey, we ate. Oh yeah, Dim dead. Yep, there it is. Yeah, he was killing it today. He was a sniper, and that's what you have to be if you're playing Zero DTE contracts on a day trade. Now, before, like, anybody can say that anybody got lucky today because all you had to do was hop in a short and then you won. But y'all have to understand that the preparation that goes into the chart analysis is I guess is the true factor, right? Like, we weren't relying on news. News only helped, like, you know, get us more money, right? But we were fully expecting, right, a rundown, right? The news just helped out, and we ate from it. So, beautiful thing. At the end of the day, we're paying attention to price action. And if the price action tells us it's time to hop into a trade, then it's time to hop into a trade, right? This right here became your new supply, okay? But anyway, we're not going to get into it. So, bro was YOLOing in and out. Yup. Hey, he was chipping away. Real talk. If you're in here, please hit the like button. All right, so that's Coin. I will say that Coin, it is my true max take profit target for Coin was 223.92. Okay, we are not there yet, but right. So next take profit target was 229.68. If we break through that, then we're looking at this kind of formation. We need to close below 237.95 and then see, you know, like a bearish candle toeing that line. All right. Now, let's move on to Roku. Let's go to Roku. Yeah, we'll talk about Roku. All right, let me read comments quick. I have a question. When traders say, if the price breaks such and such, when the price should up or down, how do I find price to think that? All right, I got to reread your comment for Trep. When traders say, if the price breaks, then the price should up or down. How do you find the price to think that? Okay, got it. Well, there's multiple ways to do that. You can, it depends on your trading strategy, but what's the saying? All paths lead to X on the map. So you can use support and resistance, supply demand. You can use volume profile. You can use MACDs. You can use an overall chart trend, right? All of that can be related to how you come up with your levels, right? How I particularly trade, I discuss that with my members. I mean, I can tell you how I start, how I kind of come to things, and I start with a week chart. I go to a day chart, then I go to a 4-hour chart, then I go to a 65-minute chart, and then, then I go to a 15-minute chart intraday and look for my opportunities to enter my plays, right? So, but at each one of those levels, I'm kind of setting it up. And it's a combination of everything I just told you. Support, resistance, supply, demand, volume profile, trends, like right here. This is a downtrend with Roku. I called Roku and KGU. What was it, yesterday? I don't remember. But I told everybody, it's like, we hopped into this channel and I was instantly saying, hey, be on the lookout for Roku puts. Now, I initially called Roku saying that, you might want to wait till we break $92 for confirmation, but I'm getting in early. I told everybody I'm getting in early. I got in around here, around 94.43. That was my area. So, and I held through. So even though I got in here and I was up in my position, right? I think I exited. Did I exit? I think I did exit originally, right? And then, I don't know. I don't remember. I can't remember if I held through this or not, because I did so many plays this week, and I called them all out when I did it. But it was playing my levels, right? Even here, right? So, here's my thing. When I called this play, I did say, be careful. So, some people might have gotten in early. Once this thing, hold on, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in so you can see better. Once this fell below this level, right? This isn't confirmation. So when we say breakthrough, like break through a line or a level, like this broke through, but the next bar didn't close below it, or the close of the bar was not a weak close. This was a strong momentum close, right? So it had a strong bullish reaction with this volume that got pumped into it. So this wasn't a time to enter the trade on a 5-minute time frame, right? If you were waiting for the $92. So then this happened, right? Then we actually cleared it. This instance is confirmation with this this spinning top type of a candlestick. This was a good time to enter, and some people did and made money and got in, got up, got out. I call this reversal. I call this reversal on Roku. We were in an engulfing bullish bar, right? On a 5-minute, that is a bullish indicator. That is a strong reversal signal on the on this time frame. And if you have my cheat sheet, then you know that this is has a 70 to 75% probability of running up, right, after a strong downtrend. So use those probabilities in your favor to determine whether or not you want to enter a play. Okay. Hey, all love, pro. For trip. Marcelo, I saw your coin play on KGU. Wanted to hop in, but I see you be on point. Hey, I try my best. I have my bad days too. It's not all roses and rainbows, but because I know there's a lot of people that kind of look to me for solid plays, I make sure I do extra due diligence to make sure that I'm coming correct, and I play my position, just like y'all are able to or not. What chart is this? This is Roku, right? Yeah. Sorry if you can't see it. Yeah, it's Roku. Love Cavs. So those that just joined, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. At the top of pinned to the top of the comments, there is a join option. We do have members tiers to which we can where I add value by teaching or going through chart analysis or doing private live streams. It's a growing community. I love to see you guys there. If you want to, great. If you're in KGU, it's all love because I'm gonna put all my plays in KGU because that's home, right? So, but it is what it is. Okay. So anyway, call this reversal, and then you had the opportunity to ride the calls up to the 92.02. Notice this zone, right? This zone is choppy, right? This is where there's a lot of buyers and sellers, pretty much like either in agreement in price, right? Pretty much that's what that is. And then you're waiting for a strong push in one direction or the other. So when this happened, I was in shorts, right? But we're running up, okay? My brain says the play is not invalidated, right? My play is not invalidated, so I'm not looking at a percentage loss. This is a zero DTE. I can only, like how my account is set up with SOFI, I got flagged for PDT. So if I were to exit the play, I couldn't re-enter the play and then exit the play again, right? Because I can't day trade in that account. So I had to make a decision. Do I hold through this or do I sell and just count it, right? So a couple things I noticed. One, I noticed a decrease in volume, right? Right? Now, I know this is before hours or whatever, but either which way, we have this crucifix at the top here, which is a reversal signal And then we have this diciness that's happening in the after hours or the pre-market, right? So I called the fact that we might see a pop before a drop, and that's what happened, right? In the pre-market, at open. So why was I not worried? Well, because I knew that we were in a technical downtrend. That's why this line is drawn. I zoomed out to see the big picture, because when I'm so close, you can get scared. You can get scared out of your position, and you're supposed to trade like what Keenan Gray says: trade with the charts, not with your hearts. Like, I had to zoom out and make sure that I was making the correct decision, and I wasn't going to sell myself short. And that's what I did. I zoomed out. I see the ascending line of resistance. I see the lower highs and the lower lows. So I'm like, we're still in the downtrend. So this play is still valid. Now, if this stretched to find strength above 443, 94.43, then my play is invalidated, right? I'm saying to myself, yeah, well, you win some, you lose some, cut my losses. It is what it is. But I was holding to this point, even though we were right here. I was holding, making a decision right here as we crossed this ascending line of resistance. But between here and here, making that decision to end it, right? To close my position. But price action didn't tell me that it was time to close. Instead, this happened, right? We had what we had at the bottom, which that was a bullish engulfing. Now we had it at the top. We had a bearish engulfing. So after an uptrend, there's a 65 to 75% chance that we get the reversal on this candlestick. And sure enough, what we do, we ate, we cooked. What is going on with my chart? Now, that being said, who ate on Roku? Now, if you're in KGU, or our Discord, or a member of this channel, you should have the cheat sheet. If you don't, hit me up in one of those channels, and then I'll repost it. But if y'all aren't sharing the cheat sheets, everybody else has to pay for it. I got it on Etsy if somebody wants a printable PDF version of the cheat sheet. But anyway, how we doing? Man, we cooked. Let's go. All right, so after all that being said, we can go into the SPY. Okay. Now, again, this fun Friday live is not supposed to be what I'm doing right now. It's literally supposed to be a little bit of this, of the chart analysis, more of a conversation, right? We're celebrating our wins. We're probably talking a little bit about the psychology of trading, things of that nature. But what I'm doing right now is what I would do as a breakdown for members within, the channel. So after all of our trades, this is what I go over in this detail, in this fashion. Only the members typically have some questions that I need to answer. So when this is a SPY chart. Nope, don't like that. Hold up. I know it looks kind of wonky. Give me a minute. Let me zoom in. All right, that's my SPY chart, right? This is essentially what I went over with our anglers, and I think I included orcas this time around for the monthly setup. We established our supply, we established our demand, and we established all of our take profit targets from one point to the next, right? That's what we did. So we rode SPY up, hold on. How far back is this? February the 13th? Pretty sure we were on this play. Okay. We rolled SPY up. We got out at supply. It kept running. Right? But I had an entry on call set up just in case. Mind you, this is uncharted territory for the SPY. We've never been up here, but guess what? I correctly identified when we were to take profits if we were to cross our high of 611, right? So sure enough, the moment we ran through 611.02, right? We ran up to my take profit target of 612.91 and we ate. Those that played it, right? So same rule applied. The moment we fell through it, we're falling into a supply zone, we know it's time to short it. This had nothing to do with, news. It had nothing to do with the news as far as like our positioning, right? So this was the play. Now, I called this out to the Discord or whatever that I think on like a lower time frame, we were looking at like a head and shoulders pattern. Like I want to say, okay, right here. Oh, here it is. Let me get rid of this. I already had it drawn. So this area right here, on a zoomed in level, this was looking like a head and shoulders. And then I just said that we did not confirm. So without the confirmation, we wrote it up to our take profit target, right? Because we got confirmation of a reversal on a shorter time frame, right? Right. So anyway, this right here, I know hindsight is 2020, and you guys are probably saying, well, I mean, it's easy to identify this stuff now, but you got to understand that we were in these plays, and I'm just giving you the historical data of how we played it. This right here, right? This is a bearish bar at a key level that I set for myself. Once we fell below this area of 612.68, you know, it was time for some shorts. And your stop loss is the take profit target that I had all day. And look at us now, right? Same rules apply. Now, today, did I call the SPY today? No, I don't think I called the SPY today. No, I did. I did call the SPY today. I called it 3 times because people were looking for entries or looking for a play. I called the SPY 3 or 4 times today, if I'm not mistaken. But I called it at this level at 609.81. And then I called it at this level at 608.76. I called it all the way down. I called every one of these levels. And look at my take profit targets. So it breaches the target, right? And then it retraces and rejects the target. That is your sign of retracement, right? Or that you can continue riding this wave down. Again, I can hold through my swing trades because indoor day trades because my play is not invalidated. I said and made a note to myself that if we fall below 608.76, then I'm shorting the hell out of SPY. And that's what we did. Okay, and then the news just helped us out. My max take profit target was 603.97. Ate right through that. Ate right through demand. Right? So at this point, if SPY doesn't bounce back into this zone, right, of 601.59, whatever, then we're likely to retest 596.55. Well, technically, that's supposed to be 66, but whatever. All right. So that's how we ended up. All right. That's what we did. Hold up. Where's my camera? All right. Any questions? Let me know if you ate. All that good stuff. Um, does Megalodon membership include one-on-one coaching? Um, no. I mean, to an extent, it does. It would probably be more of a group coaching than anything, and it's more so during live trades on futures, and that typically would be before and after market opens. Now, I do one-on-ones, to which for the Megalodons, I would take off what I normally charge. I would take off your membership fee. Okay, hold on, get out of my face. So I would discount your membership fee. Okay, if you choose to become a Megalodon. All right, let me just double check something here. So yeah, live trading walkthroughs. We'll talk about mindset, and like we can walk through all your plays. Um, yeah, and then we'll dive into futures trading, um, and then like some of more the defined chart analysis that I'm not really talking about with the lower tiers. Okay. Can you explain 80% rule, um, and how to determine value area highs and lows, please? No, I no the 80% rule. Like, I have a different rule for 80% rule, and what I use that text for is for how I take from the market. So I don't know. And yeah, and value area high and low. I mean, that is determined by the volume profile. Okay. So the volume profile will give you. Let me go to a clean chart. So if I were to take, all right, let's say I take this for example. No, I don't like it. I gotta go to a chart that makes sense. All right, so let's do this. So you see this volume profile, you have this blue line and then this blue line. That is your high and your low. That's like your range. But you have typically, yeah, that's your high and your low. And that's based on however you have your volume profile set up. So 95 to 88.20. But typically it's like 68% of the volume profile high low, is what that would be. But hey, Christine, I appreciate um, the boast on the one-on-one sessions, because yeah, me and you we've been at it, and I love working with you, but I can only take on so many people, so I think I only have like slots for one or two more people, given somebody just signed up. So what time frame was that where you were just breaking down SPY chart? I mean, Alton, it was probably the 15-minute chart at the end of it. Okay, because I think I started higher time frame, and then I ended up starting to explain entries and exits and stuff like that on the 15-minute. My pleasure, Kristen. So I want to say, like, this 80%, like, for me, I say I have an 80% rule, to which I take 80% of my profits off the table when I'm trading, and it's a way for me to stay disciplined. So if I made $100, so let's say I have an account size of $500 and I made $100 today. Well, then I'll take $80 off the table, and then now my account size will be $520. That keeps me in control of my trading. Make sure I'm not over leveraging myself, betting bigger, all that stuff. So it's just a disciplined approach for me. Hopefully that works for you. Um, but I know that's not what you were necessarily talking about. But I felt the need to explain what that means to me. All right. So we've been at this for how much time? We've been at this? Oh, an hour? Yep, we gotta go. I gotta do my daughter's hair. So that's all I got for y'all. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, hey, please do that. Hit the like button. Like, seriously, that truly helps out. And if you want to become a member, it's pinned to the top of the comments. And I think we're killing the game over there. I think it's a lot of like-minded people. There's a fair amount of new traders. But if you know me, you know what I'm about. And I'm about everybody. So we got plays for the minnows, the dolphins, the orcas, right? The megalodons, the anglers, you know. So we got contracts from $25 up to $300. You know, we're ranging that way. But it's a little bit for everybody. And it's mainly focused on the smaller contract sizes or prices so that everybody can, you know, have skin in the game. Hey, much love, Alton. Hey, I appreciate you being here, big dog. Real talk. So I'm going to stay here for 2 more minutes, and I'm going to look to the comments for any questions. At this point, if you guys are like pretty much done, you know, you want to go enjoy your weekend, feel free to leave. But I'm just watching to see if there's anything I can kind of help with. Again, members, this is our post review, our post trade review for all the trades that I posted, right? Yeah, so it won't be one of those this week. Sunday, orcas, anglers, and megalodons. We will have a weekly overview to get set up for the week, for the SPY, and for the market overall. And if we see something we like, then great. Saturday, tomorrow, if I get my PC built, because I'm building my PC tomorrow, I will probably host a 15-minute to 30-minute rapid fire chart analysis, to which that's going to be public, and then y'all can come in and list any of your the tickers you want me to look at, and I'll do a brief overview, and I'll let you know what I think. Now, the cool thing about that is the rapid fire chart analysis is that sometimes it's how I come across plays, like coin was birthed, you know, or whatever, from the 15-minute rapid fire analysis. I seen the play, I went through the charts, I took a couple looks, and I'm like, yeah, this is the play of the week. This is the play of the week. And I chose it, and we crushed it. So when I do these 15-minute to 30-minute rapid fire chart analysis, y'all come with the tickers, right? I want all the smoke, right? And then from that, we might find the options trade play for the week. So, you know, I post the options trade plays before Monday open. That's always the goal. But if you're in that rapid fire analysis, likely you're going to see what that options trade play is before I even make the video. And sometimes, if I have the time, I'll also go ahead and provide the contract that I'm going to look to get into and go over the levels within that video. So if you ever see Rails going live for the 15-minute to 30-minute rapid fire chart analysis, tune in, because I'm not wasting your time. What time Sunday? I don't know. When your boy got time on Sunday. The cool thing is that if you can't be there, then you can rewatch it. We have a playlist that's for anglers, orcas, anglers, and megalodons only. So if you are channel supporter up to a dolphin, you probably can't see the playlist. So if you were to upgrade, you get more content. Like, we just did that deep dive class on support, resistance, supply, demand, and I got a lot of great feedback on that, and a lot of people appreciated it. But that's going to be directed more for megalodons. And who asked about megalodons? Whoever asked about being a megalodon, Join up. No, I will send a link. Hold on. Unfortunately, you probably won't be able to access this this content because it's for members only. But I'm going to share it anyway. I'm gonna share it anyway. So got that in the comments. So members, everybody in green, I love the fact that you here and you know you standing 10 toes with your boy. But you know we're ready to do the business. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Yep. You have a good weekend. Amacia, I'm sorry. I don't remember what your tier is, but if you're a minnow, you might have to upgrade to see this. Yep, you got to be an orca or higher to see that content. So I break down all of it, and I think it's worth it. So I mean, even for a month, you gain that access, and I think you'll see the value in it and stay with it. So, hey, Marcelo, I'll tell you what. If you sign up to be a Megalodon, I will do a 15 to 30 minute one-on-one session, private live stream with you. Okay, and for that, I'll kind of address any of your questions, comments, concerns, and I'll dive in deep into like what we can within that time frame. But you'll look for more of the detailed information over time. Okay. Hey, all love, Monique. Thank you, Queen. All right, y'all. I got some little girl's hair to do. Marcelo, I'd love to see you as a Megalodon. Orcas, anglers, dolphins, minnows, all of y'all. I would love to see y'all in higher tiers so you can gain more value. The main thing is that if I can have one conversation with a large group of people, then I am providing everybody the same value and everybody's growing at the same rate, essentially, you know? So I'd love to see more pinks and purples in the Discord as we progress. But I understand that we're all in different states as far as finances or whatever. But I'm telling you that I do my best to set up and give plays so that I am helping pay for your membership. Like today should have paid for everybody's membership for a year, you know, like, so I'm going to continue to come with that level of support because I want to help as many people as I can. And this is how we're doing it. Okay. All right. Well, that all being said, I appreciate everybody being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, share this video if you think it'll help break down the week or whatever. And yeah, take care. Hey, by the way, there is a super chat button that nobody likes to use. I just got to make sure I point that out. There's no shame in my game, and I'm going to do that. So either become a member or do a super chat if you appreciate the content. Wish I traded today. It's okay. There's always another play. We're gonna find something just as good next week, Antonio. All good. All right. 18 people. So when my funds settle, Robinhood midnight, I'll pull. All right. I'll see you over there. Okay. Shout out to you. All right, everybody. Y'all take care. This is Stocks for Real. I'm out.